Think you can see me?
Yes, I can see you.
Your voice got deeper since the phone call.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Okay. Um, all
My
right.
cat's gonna meow in the back. I just want to clarify that.
I'm a, I want to make a joke, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
Okay, it's fine. I just
I,
wanted to let you know because he will not shut up.
he's gonna shut up. You know why? Because I'm on the phone now.
Okay. I don't think that really matters to him. He's still stubborn.
Anyways, when it comes down to it, I'm not about to do no opening or anything. I'm just gonna do the opening by myself because with Mike, I might be able to cut things down. I might be able to fit everything on one, but I'm gonna try to cut it down on one. But
So you're gonna edit this and then like clip it in where it's supposed to go.
yours, I really ain't gonna have to do much. I'm just gonna have to just take out what we're doing right now. And then
Okay.
just yeah. But pretty much right now we are this is in the tunnel right now. Ashley is in the tunnel right now. Um oh shit. Time out. Let's restart this. First off, let me introduce everybody to Ashley Campbell. This is one of my friends from Cincinnati Christian University that sadly shut down. No, there's nothing sad about it. Thank
R.I.P.
God. Thank God that school shut down. Um, and let me say this, that's how I know Mike too. We all went to the same school, me, Ashley. Uh, we all went to CCU, sadly. I'm gonna keep saying that because it's sad. But
The people were good though. Like meeting
barely,
everybody was good.
barely out of the something thousand people just in that one school, thousand, as in 1,000 amongst freshmen. So actually, it wasn't even 1,000. What was it? 400,
I don't know.
500,
It
maybe?
was definitely smaller than 1,000.
Yeah. Out of the 400 or 500 people I met at that school, only maybe 4 or 5 of them I still talk to.
You know what? Same. It's really only like two for me, if I'm being honest.
Anyways, this is not a CCU podcast because if it was, it probably would have got shut down too.
Carlos.
I mean, I'm just saying it probably would. But
Uh, Goodness.
so when we left, Mike was talking about when we seen the woman in all fours and like all that shit while y'all was still in the tunnel. And what, you didn't know about that?
No,
Yeah, and I
you
told
just
Mike
told me
just
there were smiley faces on the cars.
yeah, that was one thing too. There was smiley faces on all the cars. That's the thing that's so wild. There was smiley faces on all the cars, but me and Mark and jo- Jordan, yeah, Jordan, we were all in that car and didn't see a thing. We didn't even see
Mark
the
was
smiley.
there?
Yeah,
Hmm. I did not know half the people that you said
we
came.
we were deep. We were deep. We were really deep. The only thing I could say that happened in the story that might be somewhat interesting is there was a guy and a woman that ended up linking up in the woods on some horror on some I ain't gonna say no names. We can't say names, but on some horror movie shit, they were literally in the woods getting it on while everybody else is playing Scooby Doo. So that was one thing that did happen.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, excuse
I
me.
can't. It's fun. It's funny because like I was there when they like made the decision to turn around.
That man said, "Yeah, Bobby Mackey ain't the only thing dangerous tonight." Yeah,
Ew.
but but um but on to the main story. Mike explained everything. I told him that we'll come back to uh the beginning of the tunnel. So just tell us, like, like how was you feeling when you first got there and like what all happened, before the tunnel and why you was in the tunnel and like after the tunnel.
Um, well, before we even got there, like we thought that it was like It was just a group of us, and I was in the car. And when we first were driving in like the little town it was in or whatever, we all thought that it looked like a ghost town. And then that's when I was like kind of getting nervous, but I was still like excited that we went. And then we parked the car and I saw everybody and I was fine. Everything was fine. And then we started walking in the woods and I was still okay. I only started feeling nervous when um we were like halfway through the tunnels, and I think we were in like the second tunnel. We went through the first tunnel and got to the second one, and like this one had like bugs in it. I'm not a bug person. I wanted to smash them all. Um, but I also was like, well, I already walked this far. I can't just turn around now. And then it got to a point where like for some reason, like it's not that they couldn't go any further, but for some reason nobody wanted to keep going. Like it wasn't like even I don't know if I'm allowed to say his name, but the guy that I was dating at the time, he didn't even want to go forward anymore either. And I asked him why. I was like, we already got this far. Like, why not? And he just looked at me and he was like, I don't know. I just can't, I don't know how to tell you. We can't keep going. And I was like, okay. I was like, I did
So
not walk through some bugs.
so so around this point, I would say this is when Mike started walking out. Around the point where, everybody wanted to stop. But yeah, Mike started to head back. So y'all, but then y'all keep going though, even though y'all stopped for a second. Y'all kept going then, y'all.
Yeah, because well, I was in the front at this point. I was like in the middle of everyone, but then they all started stopping. And I was like, I'm not stopping because you guys feel some type of way. I walked through some bugs and it's nasty in here. I ruined my shoes and I didn't just come in here for nothing. So I grabbed the flashlight and I just went and they were following me now. And I was like, I don't even know what I'm doing or where I'm going, but I'm not stopping because this was a waste of my time if we do. And so we got into like the end of the second tunnel and I walked in and it was like this little room before you got to the third tunnel. And I thought that Ariel and the other guy that was with us and another dude that was with us was right behind me, but I was just by myself for like I want to say like 2 minutes. And there was a manhole up top and I heard you talking to me the whole time I was in there. Like like you were saying my name and then I was telling you like that I was in this little room by myself and um that everyone else was behind me and they were following shortly, but not a
But
lot of
Ash,
people
but
wanted
Ash,
to keep going.
but Ashley, there's a problem with that statement. I was in the car. I never went in the tunnel. I stayed behind. I
I
was
know you
back
didn't
up.
go in the tunnel. I'm saying you're talking to me through the manhole. Like you were
No, I
above.
wasn't. Ashley, I never left the car. Me and Mark and Jordan, we stayed in the car the whole time. So that wasn't me you was talking to.
You were literally like it sounded like you and it like had like it was whatever. I thought it was you because it was talking like how you talk, like how you joke and stuff and like
Ashley,
you
I didn't
laugh like
Ashley, I didn't leave the car. And when I did get out the car, is when Mike came back out and I was talking to him. And we weren't joking. You know why? Because we seen some white bitch on all fours in the forest looking at us. That's some scary
ew.
ass. Exactly. That's some scary ass shit.
Like in the parking lot.
Yes, in the woods.
That's disgusting.
It is. And I told Mike just to ignore it. He got mad. Mike, I'm not gonna lie. Mike, he really did get upset after I said he really looked at me and was like, I can really beat his ass right now. That's how he kind of looked at me, low key.
Because you said ignore it.
Because, like I told him already, when I get scary shit, I ignore it. You know this. Like if I'm laying, let's say I'm laying on the couch right now, and I open my eyes and I see a face, and like it looked like some ghost shit. I'm gonna just look at it and be like, all right, and then close my eyes back again, and
Listen,
then I'm
I
open.
already know. I already know.
Yeah, and if I open
Anytime
them,
you see something spooky or hear
no, no,
something,
no, no,
I
no, we
say,
no, 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 that's you. That's you. We're talking about here in my own home. No, 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 no.
Oh
when I
no,
open
I
my
was talking about
yeah.
you hanging up on me and you hear boop, boop, boop. Because I
No, no, no,
said
no, no,
Brooke
no,
went
no, no.
home this
Time out.
weekend.
Pause, 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 pause. No, no, no. I know we're getting off topic. First off, when it comes down to it, I was FaceTiming you.
Yeah.
And then
And
I
you
heard,
left
no, no,
me
time out.
alone.
Yeah, because somebody said something in the background, and I'm like, oh, that must be Brooke. Tell Brooke I said, what's up? You like, oh, I'm home alone. Excuse me? I'm home alone. Okay, bet. Hang up. You on your own, Ashley. I don't play the victim in
I
horror movies.
cried. I really did cry.
It's just like,
'Cause
you remember that one
I
song?
didn't even hear what
You
you heard.
tell me, do you remember that time when you was FaceTiming in your room and your cross fell? I remember that because I hung up.
Like my room at home or
Yes, your
you
room
were
at home. Your room at home when you was at your parents. Yeah, you cross fell. We were FaceTime and I hung up.
I don't remember
Yeah.
that at all.
Yeah, I remember that. It fell and I hung up. And you called me back and I didn't pick up. I didn't call you till the next day. I'm sorry. Look, Ashley,
I don't
when it
remember that at
when
all.
it comes to situations like this, you are on your own.
Well, obviously, I was
Yeah.
by myself in that little the little tunnel thing, and you were asking me questions, and I was
Why you keep saying
answering.
quit saying I did? It wasn't
Okay,
me.
whatever sounded like you was asking me questions, and I was answering. You laughed because you said a joke. I laughed back, and then that's when um a guy came in through the tunnel, and we were the only ones in that little room, like by ourselves for I want to say another minute.
You talking about Seaman, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he looked at me and I had a flashlight in my
I call,
hand.
I'm sorry, I called him Seaman.
It's okay. I knew what you meant though. I just have never heard someone say that before. I was like, what?
Hey, my
But
fault.
yeah,
Keep going.
that one. So he like looked at me and he's very, very tall and I'm very, very short. And in the
She's
moment,
4'11", y'all.
I'm 5 foot. Okay.
4'11".
I grew an inch, but he like in that moment I think that's when I felt the most scared because he didn't seem like himself anymore. Like even his body language was different, his voice sounded different. I was like terrified and he goes, give me your flashlight. And I was like, no, this is my flashlight. You go get your own. And he goes, give me your flashlight. And I like gripped it really hard and I was like, I'm not giving you this because this one is mine. Sorry. And he goes, well, it wants a girl, and you're the only one that can fit in that tunnel. And I didn't even look inside the tunnel yet to know that it was small. Like I was the first one in there. And he didn't even look at it yet. Like nobody bent down to look inside this tunnel and nobody shined a light on or was shining the light on it to even see how small it was. So the fact that he said that it creeped me out. And then I was like, I'm not going anywhere. And then he looked at me and then he started reaching for the flashlight. And then that's when um Ariel and then my boyfriend at the time walked in and he stopped. He like stopped reaching for me immediately as soon as they entered the little tunnel area. And then that's when everybody else caught up. And then everyone was like, "Oh, it's so small. Like, no, who's gonna fit in there?" And I was not volunteering myself after what just happened, so I kept quiet. And then,
Logan.
yeah, Logan volunteered as tribute. And so did my boyfriend at the time. So Logan went in first and then my boyfriend at the time crawled in after him. And there was like it looked like they were trying to like cement it up, but it was like a lot of rocks in there. I don't know. But
Okay.
it was a tight squeeze.
Okay, Ashley. Can I say this part though? Can I get to this part?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So talking to Logan, because he was lead at the point, and then Diego was behind him. Talking to Logan, pretty much while he was in there, y'all got to remember it's a tight squeeze. He was a pretty big kid, so he's kind of warming up in the hole. So his hands are kind of at his chest, and then feet are just kind of wherever. So he's in a tight space. He can barely move. Um, he said he felt pressure on his neck and he couldn't breathe, and it felt like something was dragging him inside the tunnel, like dragging him, pulling him. And
Like
then
he
that's
wasn't the one moving himself.
yes, like something was pulling him. And then he said he felt somebody pulling his legs for jaw. And I guess that was Diego. And then by the time y'all got him out, he lost it. He said he doesn't remember anything. He just knows he was ready to get out. He lost it. He was scared. He was done. So around at this point, this is when me and Marble sees all the BS in the woods, and then like she
Mhm.
runs in the woods and disappears. And me and Michael, that's when I was like, just ignore it, da da da. All that happens, and then
Wait, who Logan ran into the woods?
no. The chicken all white ran into the
Oh,
woods.
oh,
She
okay.
disappeared. Yeah, she
It's like,
disappeared.
how did he get out there so
No.
fast?
That's what so the woman in white disappeared, and me and Mark were just like, oh, what the fuck? And like everybody that came back up, everybody's starting to slowly come up. But you and like everybody else is telling us we're the last one to come. And Diego, I think I'm gonna have to cut that out. I said the name. Um her ex-boyfriend comes out with Logan. I'll certain people names I'm gonna say because it's whatever, but certain ones I'm gonna leave out because I know. But they come out with Logan and he's all red up. You see scars and scratches on his neck and chest, and he's just like just like shaking. And everybody's freaking out. Everybody's freaking out. So honestly, I don't think we need to take out his name unless you want to take out his name because I know I'm getting off track because we already said it with Mike. Unless you don't care.
Are you talking about Diego?
Yeah.
I don't care. I just thought because I accidentally said Ariel's name too. I just didn't know how the name thing went.
I'm not worried about names right now because like no one knows last names and these are very basic names. So it's
That's
whatever. And I'm gonna keep this
okay.
and
Well,
like I said, I'm trying to do the like minimum work on editing. So this will just stay in. But what was I saying? Yeah, so they
okay.
all started running back to the car. We are flipping out. We don't know what to do. So we get Logan in the car, we all run in the car, and everybody just takes off and we get back to school. So everybody's spooked. Thank God I was not in the car with Logan. I was in the other car. So everybody spooked, and it was just a quiet car ride back. And all the guys, because you know we had the girl dorms and boy dorms, because we went to a lame school, and all the guys that went there, we just went in one room and stayed the night. And like around 2 a.m., we hear like a knock at the door, like a loud knock, and we're just like, we all get up, and like this is like there's like 10 of us in the room, and we all just kind of look up like, who is that? And then out of nowhere, we just hear Logan at the door. Guys, let me in. I'm scared. Da 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 da. My room's a mess. So the crazy thing about that is while we were gone and all that happened, when Logan went back to his room, his bed was flipped, trash was everywhere, clothes were taken out the drawer, his roommate saw was messed up, everything was messed up in his room. And he's the one that was attacked by something, and the only one. And he was the only one that had his room messed up. And he's telling us this behind the doors, telling us, let me in. I'm scared. My room's a mess. I don't know what happened. I don't know who my roommate is. Da, 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 da. Like he's flipping out. And let's keep it real. We have majority, huh?
Was his roommate in there with you guys?
No, he wasn't. We don't know where he was. And Logan is trying to have us come. Logan's trying to come in the room with us so he can stay the night. And I'm gonna keep it real. We have a room full of niggas. I'm sorry. That's not about to happen. You
Oh,
already know the rule. That's not about to happen. You not know. You are on. I'm sorry. I might come off as a dickhead already on this podcast, but when it comes to these cases, we are not letting you in. What did Chris Brown say? What did Chris Brown say, Ashley?
I don't know which part.
You can't even get in. Oh man, it took me a minute. I was trying to remember what he said. I'm over here. I had a brain fart. You saw me pause and try to but but no, like we really did not want him in there because you were the only one that was scratched, only one with the room messed up, only one messed with. No, we don't want you in here. We don't know what you brought here with us.
That is so
So
like
so we said, I'm not gonna lie, we're horrible. We let him bang on the door for a solid 10, 15 minutes crying to let him in. And then we finally let him in, but we ended up making him sleep up under the bed. And like we all went to like one. You remember the beds were higher up, remember? Yeah, so we put a mattress up under there. You gotta remember, we didn't have that much space. The boys don't really have that much space, and there was like 10 of us.
So he was the only one on the floor?
No, 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 no.
Oh, okay. I was like, how is this working?
No, 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 no. So pretty much he goes to sleep right away, but we're all up just looking at him, just kind of like, I swear, like we all just, I swear to God, if you do, I swear to God, I swear to God.
And
And
wait,
we're just, I'm being for real. We're just sitting there waiting. We're just like, oh, I swear to God, he gets up and does some BS. It's over with. And we ended up taking turns on watching him because no one could just go to sleep with him just laying there. We were uncomfortable. And everybody finally goes to sleep next day. Next day, now this one I ain't gonna say no names, but the next day, pretty much, we got copycats at the school. So they copied my flow and decided to go to Bobby Mackey's on their own and get a group together again and do the same thing. Like they literally copied my flow to the T. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But the only thing I can say about that situation that was kind of like weird is that group was horrible. They were worse than us. Because while they're walking in the tunnel, one of the dudes that was in the front by himself, his flashlight went off by itself. And instead of helping him out or giving him another flashlight, they left him by himself and left the tunnel. And he was in the tunnels by himself for a solid 10, 15 minutes. That man was so scarred about what happened that he went, started going back to church. He reverted back into Christianity. He became, a God fearing man after that. Like he stopped going to parties. He cut his hair off. Like he was a changed man after that. And that's I don't know what happened in that tunnel to him, but it was something
he didn't ever
unbelievable.
like with
No,
anyone.
he never said anything about it. He never told us what happened. So I don't know. But
If you
last but not,
a tunnel, I'm never talking to you again.
you said what?
I'm never talking to you again if you leave me in a tunnel like that.
Which is understandable. I get that. I wouldn't either. But
Did he
the last,
that
you
came with
said,
him? Was he
you said
friends with
what?
that?
Huh?
Was he friends with anybody after that?
I mean, yeah, he was still cool and friends with people, but I mean, like I say, he was just a changed man. He stopped drinking. He stopped BSing with the drug. Like he just was
Well,
on a clear, straight head and just school and God, and that's it.
yeah.
But last but not least, with everything though, with the whole Bobby Mackey, um, the second day, no, the third day where that Lane group went, while they were out at Bobby Mackey's, my old group decided to play with a Ouija board. I had nothing to do with it. I was off, I think, either working on the essay or either I was out with somebody. I can't remember. I know I was off campus, but they got together and started playing with a Ouija board on the fourth floor. And I remember getting back on campus and I went to the room because I was checking on. I'm like, oh, just see what's up. How you doing? And when I go in there, they're all asleep. And I just see a homemade Ouija board in the middle of the floor.
Oh my gosh.
I
Did,
shut the door. Huh?
did they tell you what happened?
They told me what happened, but I didn't care to know. I'm talking about they told me what happened the next day because they were all asleep. But
Yeah.
during that time when I opened the door and seen it, I just shut the door, went to my room and lay down. And then the next day I asked them what happened. They're like, yeah, we came across this one person. He was cool. But then we came across this one thing and like he told his name and we couldn't pronounce it for real. And that I'm like, bro, y'all just let something here. And da 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 da. And they're like, no, no, no. And then out of nowhere, after the Ouija board night, that following night, everybody got a knock on your door. I'm talking about from first to the last door. And we open it up, nobody there. I'm talking about I'm looking at the man to my left, man to my right, and man in front of me. Ain't nobody moving that fast to knock on everybody's door and run away and get it. Nah, that's over with. So that floor stayed haunted. It's still no, they tore it down. But when it was
Creepy.
up, you said what?
That's creepy. Like
Yeah, it's
also
creepy.
could have been more than one thing. Like to be able to do that to every single door. Like I can't imagine one thing being able to do that.
What? Hold on, tell me what? It's possible for one thing to do that because you got to think about it. It's something we can't comprehend. You can't comprehend a demon or something on that level. Those things are weird, scary. And at the same time, I wouldn't want to comprehend one.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like I don't understand how it would be able to do that. Like,
Would you? Why would you want to? I wouldn't want to understand why it can. It can and it will. Just leave it alone. Actually, you know what? Actually, at the end of the day, just leave stuff like that alone. Just leave it alone.
okay.
I'm not talking about you, but I'm talking about like in general.
Oh, yeah. No, I get that. I wouldn't want to open my door. Like if I was by myself, like like say I wasn't in the room with my friends anymore and the door got knocked on, I don't think I would open. I think I would call one of you guys first.
My God,
I'm not lying. If I had
I
to go
know
to
you're
the
not.
I'm waiting.
I know you are. I know you are.
I'm not lying. I would I know this is gross, but I feel like I would pee in a bottle before I went outside.
Man, see, it got to the point where like I'm not gonna. That's the only thing that was happening was knock on doors. That's it. It was just knock on doors. Nothing else happened outside of that. Besides, it felt. I don't know about you, but it felt weird on that floor after that time. It always felt weird, no matter what.
Well, considering that there were like rules enforced, and then like the one RA didn't like me very much, I didn't go over there anymore, like as much as I used to. So I don't think I went over like actually in the boys' dorm after that. Like I did before that, but like not after that. But not because of what happened. It was just I didn't get along with the RA. But the I will say it wasn't just the fourth floor. Like the guy who was asking for my flashlight, he kept asking me to go back all the time. Just it's the only thing he ever asked me. We didn't really talk for real. And he would come and find me where like in the cafeteria or like the Eagle's Nest and he would ask me like, "Hey, are you coming? Are you coming? Are you gonna go? Because like we're gonna go and like kind of want you to go." Like, and I did not want to go at all, not one bit.
Understandable. Shoot, shoot. I'm not gonna lie. That I know that'd be scary.
Yeah, but he was different too. Like, when he came back to school, he was not the same person. And I think, like, I just had a scare, like, I was scared every time he was around me after that experience. Even at school with like a whole bunch of people around, I just did not want to be in his presence for like the longest time. Until like it wore off, like until I was like, I'm not scared anymore. Then I would actually talk to him, but I was terrified for the longest.
Understandable. I mean, I think anybody would because it's not just like that happened, at Bobby Mackey's, but now it's with you too. This dude is on the same campus as you, and now you got to do. Oh yeah, that's terrifying.
Mm. Yeah, and but
Shoot.
the crazy thing is that we weren't that close for him to be inviting me places. Like we just it was like the occasional hi and bye,
Because
what's
he
up?
he because he went that third night.
He went all three.
Mm-hmm.
Does wait, hold on. I remember somebody said that like
Yeah, he went by himself too.
he went by himself. That is not what I thought.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah, he went by himself too.
Like after that, after the 3 nights,
Yeah, he went by himself after those 3 nights too. Before, yeah,
that's messed up. And then he still came back to school, and I'm sure he was still asking people to go.
probably.
He had a hidden agenda going on. Secrets are no fun.
Oh, that's terrifying.
He's over there getting all the information from whatever, being by himself is lonesome, and then coming back to school, and he's got like his hand pick of who he wants to bring.
I
I
gotta make sure. I gotta make sure they 5 foot and under. They like them little. I don't
nuh-uh,
want
no,
them.
no. I will say I did go back to Bobby Mackey's like when I
Why?
no, no, no. Like this is when I was actually like out of college, came back, like I actually
So you literally set up for a sequel. That's what I'm hearing.
no, I went with my friends. Like we actually went to like the
Think,
bar.
but I understand. But think about what you're saying. You went in college, all that stuff popped off. Now you're going after college with new friends and a new group, and it's the bar, not in its. Oh no, that's a setup for a sequel, bro.
There to like do what we were doing in college. We were there to like have a good time. I think it was for I don't know if it was for somebody's birthday or if we were just going out. I can't even remember. But I went, I remember going in the bathrooms. They had like oh, what was it? It was these like flavored ah I can't remember what it was called, but I was so obsessed because they had a cotton candy one. I can't remember, but they had it in the bathrooms. But it wasn't scary inside. I had a great old time. And like there
Yeah.
was a bunch of historical stuff in there. It was cool to look at. But
Hey,
like,
Ashley. Hey,
yeah,
Ashley. You know what would be scary right now?
shut up.
No, for real. You know what would be scary right now?
What?
If Bobby Mackey just popped up on a Zoom call.
Shut up.
No, I'm being for real. What if Bobby Mackey just popped up on a Zoom call?
That'd be terrifying.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's introduce our third guest for today, Mr. Bobby Charles Mackey. I don't know if that's his middle name or not.
He's made it up.
I really did.
It just sounded right.
It did. If Bobby Mackey did pop up like on this Zoom, Ashley, it'd be another situation. You're my
Yeah, I
host.
know. Leaving me
I'm like,
alone. I get it.
look, you'll look up, be like, Carlos has left. Oh, well, dang, he didn't even click anything.
Well, you're the host, so I think it would just stop.
Yeah, but I'll make sure they got your stuff. I can hit you
I
up
can't.
instead of me.
I cannot stand you. You would do that. You'd be like, "This is her address right here. Go
Hey,
ahead.
hey,
Go
hey,
on with
hey,
go
hey,
on with your bad self."
hey! I want to take it and double it. Give it to Ashley. Take it and double it.
That is so rude. I cannot. I can't. And then I'd be calling you and you would not answer and you would know what
No,
was going on because you told him.
no, I'd be talking to your mom though. But yeah, I wouldn't be talking to you.
That's annoying.
I'd be in
That-
Baltimore. I'd be in Baltimore with your
I
moms.
cannot stand you. Yeah, you guys would be eating dinner. You
Yeah,
wouldn't even tell her that something happened to me.
you right. I'd be eating sushi, living the life. Might
That's
hop on a
messed up.
might hop on a boat with a little champagne.
That's messed up. If I ever die, I'm coming back and haunting you.
That's fine. You can watch me and your mom enjoy our relationship.
That's disgusting. It's funny because when we were in the car and I was talking and like I said that comment that you used to say about how you you were gonna be my stepdad. My uncle and my aunt were in the car and they both looked at each other because it's the first time they ever heard you like joke about it. They looked at each other and I was like, no, no, not for real. Not for real.
But I'm
I
being
hope
for real
not.
though. I'm no. Hey, what do you
Stop.
where your mom at, nigga?
No, gross. That is so nasty. So nasty. What's crazy is that my mom sits there and she's like, let's go to dinner. Let's do all this stuff with Carlos. But like, we haven't even gone to dinner, just me and her, like, since I was in high school. We went to
That's
Wendy's.
a lie. That's a lie. We went to dinner your birthday when you was last at CCU.
No, I said me and my mom, like, just me
Oh,
and her.
oh, never mind. Okay, I
Yeah.
thought you meant
But
like
she
just
would
in
take
general.
you out. She'd take you out any day.
Yeah, we had Panera. I remember that.
Yeah.
I got me something with chicken.
I don't remember what I got, but I was probably like a Caesar salad or a sandwich or something. Or the soup. I used to get broccoli and cheddar a lot. Now I just get the avocado BLT thing, whatever that is. This is not what do they say? This is not advertising.
Oh my Lord. Well, we have branched off enough. That
We have
was that was Bobby Mackey with Mike and with Ashley, and I thank them for joining us. This is Bio Ventures. I still don't have an outro and I still don't have an intro. So, like I said, uh uh
it should just be
uh
like spooky. And then play like music in the back.
you know what? I am going to end it on a small snippet of Frank Ocean's on that one. Goodbye. And that's how I will end it. Frank Ocean is playing in the background.
Oh my gosh.
My girl made him wait till the hours of the night. They hit you with the, you know it's mid-ride. Can't be on time for the free rides. Can't be my type, I'm a low life. Crammed in sometime, now I'm your whole life. Can't make those calls in the low light. Are you ready to go? We gon' be waiting in line. Yeah, you look good, what I forget, did I almost? Back home with that almost. Back home with that next time. Bags with all that rallies in them. Trays with all the valley. Top chop down like blades came through the valley. Freeway. Despite our history, some way in night you're stuck when you think of me. Despite the life I lead, all this life in me. Spirits watch me pass down, can't be embarrassed of it. I feel it smiles on me, smile on me. I feel it smiles on me, smile on me. I feel it smiles on me. Throw a team on back like I tatted the Mariah. Then get the scream mask for the verb rise. Weed smoke in the sky, picture what I'm realizing. Ain't seen rainbows in the sky since college. This thing won't last unless we're both lying. Fake flowers, no water needed. Real life drowned by the weekend. No winds, call it timeless. No ends, cause you're timeless. Despite our history, somewhere in night you're stuck when you think of me. Despite the life I lead, all this life in me. Spirits watch me pants down, can't be embarrassed of it. I feel they smiles on me, on me, on me. I feel they smiles on me. I feel they smiles on me. Lionel got a lens, Janet got a lens, Matthew got a lens on me right now.